Cheryl Jordan, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about health and wellness. That's actually my passion. I just love sharing health and wellness with people and encouraging people to, by the tips and things that I share, to be healthy and to have life and to live it, really in an abundant kind of way. I want to ask you a question today. What is your type? What is your type? And when I say type, I mean, what's your blood type? I'm going to tell you a little story about myself and how knowing my blood type affected how much health and vitality I had as a person. I was, in 1978, I'm a 48-year-old woman, grandmother and mother 4, grandmother 5. I was having issues vomiting. I would eat certain foods and I would vomit, and I really didn't know what was wrong. So it really bothered me. I was a vegetarian, living a really healthy lifestyle, exercising, doing all the right things, eating all the right things, but it seems like every once in a while my body would just shut down. I'll start vomiting. I'll have to go to the hospital, end up on IV, and so in about 20 years after that, I decided that find out what the problem is, because it was a huge mystery. I tried to do the right things, but nothing happened. So I decided to become an ND, a naturopath doctor, and on my quest to doing that, I was doing a course on live blood analysis, dry blood analysis type of thing, and I got introduced to a book that talked about how the blood type affects your weight and affects your health and what have you. So I found out what my type was. It was type O. And I found out that type O's, what makes people put on weight, because I had 4 children and I wanted to maintain that size 28 waist, or actually size 24 waist that I used to have before I had children. And so I had to put on a few pounds that I wanted to lose, and I couldn't lose these pounds. And so when I started reading this book, the book told me that type O's are allergic to gluten and allergic to a few other foods that I enjoyed eating. And some of the foods that it listed shared with, I actually got reactions from it. I got heartburns and stuff from it. So what I did was I looked at all the things that it said that I shouldn't have, I should avoid as a type O, and I tried them individually to see exactly what reactions I have, and I got the reactions that the book said. So it was actually a 10-year study. But one of the most important things that the book mentioned was that type O's, people who are type O blood type, whether it be negative or positive, we are allergic to gluten. Gluten is made from a grain, wheat, barley, and rye, and it's the gooey part of the flour that makes the bread or the grain gooey. And that is like putting the wrong octane in your car. If you were to put diesel in your car, what would happen over time to your car? So people who are type O's mostly are allergic to gluten, and as we continue to put wheat, barley, and rye in our body, the gluten and the foods from that, it causes our body over time to have so many different health challenges. So many different things, and the things that I personally experienced was vomiting, really, really bad heartburns when I eat certain things like pizza, and what else bothered me? Or oatmeal bothered me, bread. So I stopped eating bread, and what I noticed is that the less gluten that I ate, the more I was able to maintain the ideal weight that I wanted. So a lot of people are looking to lose weight the end of this year, into the new year, and you might be trying this diet, trying that diet, and you're not having the results you want. Well, because your body is not getting the foods that you need, you might be putting on weight because there's certain things that certain types eat, certain things that certain blood types cause us to maintain our weight or cause us to put on extra weight. So if you don't know your type and you're eating certain things, like take for instance gluten, that is causing you to have issues with your health, you might want to know what your type is. Anyway, let me just continue the story. So I didn't know that I had a gluten intolerance for many, many years. When you have gluten intolerance, or you're not supposed to eat gluten, and you do have gluten, what you develop is something called celiac disease. And there are many people who have celiac disease and don't know it. The situation with celiac disease is that it shows up in different things in the body. It might be your thyroid or your osteoporosis, or it might be your joints, or it might be systemic gas like myself. I'm a constant burper. And so I'm working on doing a G-free diet, a gluten-free diet for at least 6 months to a year to really get my body back in the way it needs to be, and so that I can have real vitality, optimum health, and become the type of person I want to be. Over the next few weeks and what have you, in the next future videos, I will be sharing more information about this disease and why very few people know about it, why few people who have it don't know that they have it, because there's no research being done. There's no money into it. So I'd like to just leave my website and my phone number. My website is howyoucanhaveoptimumhealth.com. howyoucanhaveoptimumhealth.com, and you can give me a call if you have any questions at 570-269-6068, 570-269-6068.